Okay, I'm back. I'm back. I needed a moment to like collect missions and shit. Jesus Christ, that was something. That part was something. Guess it's time to return to reality and travel investigate mess. After reliving Rebecca's dream, Chief wakes up in the inspector's safe house. The sea breeze has halted and the waves have fallen silent. The girl's laughter and cries fade away, replaced by pain tightening around your brain and stomach, as well as a familiar rancid odor. The sun is shining into Doe's filthy home. You're nestled onto a messy sofa with tattered socks hanging above your head on the sofa's back. As you dodge them to get up, you note a note floats down before you. That's properly. I don't fucking go wandering around again before I come back, Doyle. You can rest a bit more, Chief. Hikata already updated the bureau about the situation. The digital clock reads nightfall 112 November. No, it's November. It's October. October nightfall 3rd nightfall 112. 7 o'clock in the morning. 7:16 in the morning. A little more than a day has passed. You can't tell if that's a long or a short time. The endless summer in the dream has blurred your perception of time. What happened at the scene of the attack? あなたが襲撃された時、ヘカテイは現場に到着し、あなたを連れて戻りました。彼女があなたを襲った謎の女と一時交戦し、危機現場にいた第4のコンビクトだと確認できました。その能力は未だ不明です。At the same time you were attacked, Hikata arrived on the scene and saved you. She had a brief confrontation with the suspicious woman who attacked you and confirmed that she was the fourth sinner at the scene of the crisis. The sinner's abilities are unknown. What about Ruleka? そのコンビクトに連れて行かれました。逮捕隊がすぐに行動を開始したのですが、少し前、S666の能力移動が突然止まったのです。夢中有効で発する汚染もなくなり、私たちは手がかりを失いました。The fourth sinner took her away. The rest team went to work right away, but not long ago, as 66 power anomalies suddenly stopped. The contamination from her sleepwalking symptoms disappeared at the same time, and we lost track of her. あなたを襲撃した者が後をたどらせないために S666 を手にかけ、その夢中有効状態を強引に止めたという最悪の可能性も考えられます。In the worst case scenario, your attacker forcibly ended S666's sleepwalking state by killing her to shake off our pursuit. I think Rebecca woke up from her dream, that's all. You tell Nightingale about the dreamy experience. You recount the imprisonment of Sleepwalker's consciousness, the source of the contamination, the deepening of the sleepwalking state and its termination method, and most importantly, the root cause of everything, ambrosia. 以前から無有描写の M 値は安全範囲内に留まっていました。FSC はその異変を共同病として見ていません。All this time, Sleepwalker's M values remained within the safe range, so the FSC did not officially classify this mutation as the form of mania. もしメロウがこんなにも深く、そして的確に人間の意識に干渉でき、現実にまで作用するのであれば、それはもう隠蔽性の高い新型の共同病と言えます。But if ambrosia can alter human consciousness so deeply and with such precision that it can even change the reality, then it can already be classified as a new strain of mania, a strain that is even stealthier. すぐに FSC に連絡し、危害と対策の分析を依頼します。市議会はニューシティの管理に対して極めて慎重ですが、十分な材料が揃えば、FSC も広い権限を得られるでしょう。I'll immediately notify the FSC for harm and mitigation analysis. The city council keeps the tight grip over East Side, but with enough bargaining chips, the FSC can also gain greater authority to act. How long will it take? Rebecca's sobs still echo in your ears. How many more people will be ensnared by the supplier's ambrosia as you wait? How many more hearts will break because of it? メロウはあなたの精神に深い損傷を与えました。どうかご自身の安全を優先。Ambrosia has already caused serious damage to your mind. Please consider your own safety first. Serious damage? No, in fact, maybe it's just the opposite.
あの刑事はメロウの出所を追っている。ヘラと一緒に。
The inspector investigating the source of ambrosia. Hela went with him. Hikata emerges from the kitchen and hands you a warm drink.
出かける前、彼が美味しい目覚ましスープの作り方を教えてくれた。奥さんの秘伝レシピみたい。調査を続けるためにも、飲んで調子を取り戻して。
Doyle is cool. I like Doyle. Before he went out, he taught me how to make this hangover drink. It's his wife's secret recipe. It'll make you feel better. You focus on the investigation better after drinking it and regaining your energy. Doyle. You're surprised to discover that he has a kind side, and gulp the drink down gratefully. Then you rush from the inexplicable smell, sapping the last bit of energy out of you.
ドアには鍵がかかっている。無理やり破ると面倒なことになるから、帰るのを待ってくれと彼は言った。
He says the door is locked, and that forcibly breaking it would cause a lot of trouble. He wants you to patiently wait for him to return.
退屈しのぎに、ここにあるいろんな事件の資料を好きに見ていいって。
If you're bored, there's a lot of incident reports here. He says you can read whatever you like. You have no choice but to surrender to their efforts. Guessing this is the time I actually get to investigate. An old record player. The only record left is Awakening. It is covered in dust and has not been used in a long time. Our certificate is provided by City Council. The glass frame is broken and the ink on it has been smudged by dirty show prints. A certificate of recognition discarded roughly on the floor. It seems to have been stamped on a few times. The words outstanding inspectors are barely legible. A carefully preserved photo of Doyle and his wife. Both of them look very happy. Tabloid. A sensationalist article about a purple-haired sinner. The individual reportedly excels in counter-reconnaissance and relocation skills. Doyle has circled out her movements in District 14. Doyle's dirty clothes piled up messily in the corner. Huh, I'm surprised it is not it's a plant. A neglected plant. The leaves are withered, and the pot reeks of vomit. A stout of notebooks documenting events similar to those caused by ambrosia. But in these past incidents, the victims did not vomit black goo. Case progress. Business skills. After Relica's dream ended, you wake up in Doyle's home. You might as well take a rest here and check out where Doyle's at in the investigation on the case. Reunited with her father and family in her dream and refuses to wake up. Eventually bids farewell to her father and wakes up from her dream. Relica's father, who turned into a four-leaf clover in the dream. Four-leaf clover casino resort owner who's now deceased. Man who loves and spoils his daughter unconditionally. You want to see more things, but the familiar voice already outside the door.
おっさんダメダメじゃん。口でも勝てないし足腰も弱い。約束通りヘラの姉子って呼びなさいよ。ほら。
You okay, old man? You lost the argument with me and now your legs are failing too? You agreed that the loser has to call the winner daddy, come on!
せーの、ヘラの姉子。
And they go, it's like big sister, but like daddy. It makes sense for her. They're like, call me daddy.
このクソガキが先に俺を兄貴と呼びやがれ。クソ。
I'm your daddy. Accompanied by a string of curses, Doyle slams open the door, his head wrapped in the bandages. Both of you are startled when you see each other. You.
この野郎、ようやく起き上がったな。正月まで寝てるつもりかと思ったぜ。
You woke up, you little
実
shit.
家帰って鍛え直しな。
Why not sleep till next year?
足手まといなんだよ。
Bug off and get some exercise, you weak ass. You weak shit is dragging me down.
彼はとても心配だ。
He's really worried about you. One day he had to learn to interpret like this. You no longer trust her gentle messages. How did you get hurt so badly?
いちいち驚くな。こんなのへでもね。カンタの野郎がまた俺
Oh,
が遊びやがっ
don't make a fuss. I'm perfectly fine. The bastard Gandalf just wanted to make me look funny. He tears off the bandage and tosses you the bottle. When you open it, you are overwhelmed by familiar smooth smell. You look closely and see ambrosia swirling inside a opaque bottle.
昨日お前が盛られたのはこれだな。夜市のベロベロバーって店から探し出した。
This is what you got spiked with yesterday, right? I found it from the place. And what was it called? Oh, Cindy Bar.
これがメロだ。よく覚えとけ。二度と盛られんなよっておいお前。
This is ambrosia. Remember, don't let anyone else. What the fuck? The three of others panic upon seeing you take a swig of ambrosia. Dill slams down the bottle with one hand and slaps you on the head with the other.
バカ野郎！てめえ薬中か！飲んだら終わりだぞ！お前が無遊病状態になったら誰が死
Have
ぬ
you
思い
lost
す
your
ると
fucking
思ってん
mind?
だ！
This thing will knock you off in one gulp. He'll come wipe your ass if you start sleepwalking again. You smile, put the cap back on, and slip the bottle of ambrosia into your coat pocket. You're trying to confirm one thing. Just what kind of damage will ambrosia cause you? Actually, nothing. After gulping down ambrosia, your memory is clear and your mind is coherent. You neither succumb to bewitching dreams nor vomit black goo. You just get a bit dizzy and also a bit hungry. Ambrosia cannot create a dream of your own, but it can share with you someone else's and drag you deep into their subconscious. How interesting. Plus,
それからメロの供給元も分かった。
plus, I know where to find the ambrosia supplier. The purple-haired woman from the bar 2 nights ago.
おお、どうやって知った？
Huh? How do you know that? She told me herself. I'm sure that place sells ambrosia, and the staff there knows her. Rebecca also got her ambrosia from her.
まあまあってとこか。初歩的な情報ばっかだが。
Just odds and ends here and there.
女の名前はメイス。自称剣を撃って売る武器商人だ。2週間ほど前にエリア14に来てメロウの商売を始めたようだ。奴が唯一の供給元とは言い切れないが、一般市場をほぼ独占状態だ。
Her name is Mess, and she's a self-proclaimed weaponsmith who makes and sells blades. She came to District 14 to sell ambrosia just 2 weeks ago. She may not necessarily be the only supplier, but she has basically monopolized the market for the affordable ambrosia.
メイスは拠点をコロコロ変えてる。だが、現在位置は把握できた。支度しな。すぐ出発するぜ。逃がすわけにはいかねえから。
Mess keeps moving her base around, but I've been pointed her current location. Pack up and get ready to go. Let's not let her run away. Dolorama just threw a few drawers before finally finding the pistol and tucking it into her belt. He goes on to look for something else, but suddenly freezes, his gaze fixing on a framed photo.
綺麗なお姉さん。そばのお兄さんは誰？見たことあるような。そこまでイケメンってわけじゃないけど、頭良くてしっかりしてそう。
Wow, what a pretty girl! Who's that guy next to her? He looks familiar. He's no hottie, but he looks pretty smart and energetic.
まったく、どっかの陰湿親父とは段違いだよ。ねえ、デュークのおっさん。
Yeah, completely different from some grumpy old men we know. Why do you think that is, Doyle? Ella really knows how to make a friend. Dale snatches the photo. He doesn't lose his temper. He just wipes the frame silently with his cuff, then stuffs it into the drawer half covered. He then lowers his head and sneers at you.
事件の資料を見て学習しろっつったが、余計なもんに手出すんじゃねえよ。
I'll let you review the files to get to know the case. Didn't permit you to touch anything else. Mind your hands.
行くぞ。
Go. 30 minutes later, Doyle opens the truck of his beat-up cart in front of you. You see a familiar face in the back seat, tied up in black eye.
言うよ。全部言う。メイスのところまで連れて行くから。殴らないで。
I'll tell you everything. I'll take you to mess. Please don't hit me.
おかしな店のバーテンダー
Is this the waiter from that suspicious bar?
ほらよ。大事な手がかりだ。学んだが。
Yeah, vital clue. Watch and learn. Great man thinks alike.
あうんの呼吸笑わせんな。
Great mind thing. Great minds my ass. Keep bragging. He seems in a better mood. He asks the two sinners with watch the POV in the back seat, then opens the driver doors himself. Before tucking the wheel, he seems to remember something. After a pause, he turns to you.
そうだ。ゆうべのことは何年か前に俺が担当した事件を彷彿とさせた。もう治安局のデータシステムからは削除されてるが、唯一覚えてるのはコードネームマフ。
Oh, that reminds me. What happened last night was similar to an old case I took on a few years ago. It has been deleted from the Public Security Bureau archives. I only remember a code name, Marv.
当時この事件は一連の事件の中の一つに過ぎなかった。謎のドリンクに溺れていた被害者はそれを飲むと辛さから抜け出すことができ、いい夢が見られると言った。それで彼はますます依存していったんだ。似てるだろう。
This case was one of a series. The victim was addicted to a certain drink. He claimed it gave him happy dreams and helped him escape from suffering. He became more and more dependent on it. Sound familiar?
そいつはいい夢に侵食され、寝れば寝るほど精神が崩壊した。そして恐ろしい怪物になったんだ。結局彼は FAC に引き渡され、
Previous version of
俺が
Ambrosia.
聞いてはいけないものになっちまった。
So this version of Ambrosia, what it does is it expels all of the bad stuff out. Previous, that Ambrosia, it kind of like... It stuffed it down? So it was a... I think it was a failure then, and then the new version of Ambrosia was upgraded to expel the darkness outside, so the victim does not get hurt. The man later got stabbed dry by the happy dreams. He had a mental breakdown while sleeping and turned into a terrifying monster. He was handed over to FEC and became a topic I'm not supposed to ask about.
もう数年前のことだし、今回の事件とつながってる証拠もね。だが、無遊病もこれと同じ害があると俺の勘が告げてる。
It's been a few years since the incident. There's no proof that this has anything to do with the current incident, but my intuition tells me that the sleepwalking is by no means harmless.
ともかく、ルーキーのお前はこの事件の調査に気をつけて取り組んだ方がいい。
What I'm trying to say is, a newbie like
こと
you
はそれだけだ。
must be extra careful handling a case like this. You freeze for a moment, not because you are scared, but because Doyle is worried about you. Compared to the cases you've handled, Marv is nothing out of the ordinary, but since the FEC censored it, ordinary people like Doyle should not get involved. The streets of his side are prosperous and peaceful. Unlike in Syndicate, the people here lead normal lives. Money isn't part of their lives, nor should it be a part of Doyle's. If possible, you don't want to ruin his life. You're right, leave the rest to me. The investigation wouldn't have gone smoothly without you. You're an East Sider, yet you really readily accepted me and the sinners and gave us so much help. You have my gratitude. But what's coming up next is a battle between sinners. None of us can predict what will happen. I cannot guarantee your safety. If you get infected by mania, you will be banished from East Side forever, even if you survive. I don't want this to happen.
この青二歳が刑事だから事件を追うんだ。余計な世話だぜ。
Hey newbie, I'm the inspector. It's my job to investigate. Don't think too much. What about your wife?
考えることねえよ。
What about her?
乗れ。
Get in the car! He gets in the car and slams the door somewhat angrily. You sigh, send out a secret help request to the Ninth Agency, and get into the front seat passenger seat. The roar of the engine is accompanied by a long silence. Only after passing countless traffic lights does Dole speak again.
俺が名刑事と呼ばれてた時、1ヶ月で支局1年分の働きをした。悪事の限りを尽くすクズどもを何十人も法廷に送り込んだ。
Back when I was an incredible inspector, I solved more cases in 1 month than the rest of the borough for the whole year. I personally caught dozens of vicious scumbags and brought them to court.
だがこの仕事が本当に俺にもたらしたものはクソみたいな勲章で
But what I truly got out of it
正義感でもない。
was not some bullshit medal or any sense of pride or justice.
事件の背後に人間一人一人の皮に覆われた腐敗を見た。信じがたいほどの黒い心をな。
I got to see through the vile bastards behind each case. I got to see how rotten to the core their souls were behind their human facades.
それに比べりゃお前んとこの小娘たちは模範市民だぜ。ちょっと低俗でバカで俺に対しての口の利き方もなってねえか。ま、俺にもガキがいたらこんな生意気
By comparison, your girls are model citizens. The worst they do is brag, slack off from study, and run their mouths at me. If I had kids, they'd probably be this rebellious too.
西区で何かあれば共同病のせいなわけだが、ニューシティには共同病がねえ。俺が着手した事件は
That's true.
全部普通の人間によるものだ。腐ってるのは人だ。
If something goes wrong in the West District, you can blame it on mania. But there's no Marielle side. All the crimes I dealt with were committed by normal people. The only things rotten were their souls. The wicked are a few, but you had to deal with them all. You still uphold your duties and sense of justice even after witnessing so much evil, to the point that you're tormented by it. You're a good inspector and a respectable human being. You deserve a happy life.
だから青に才なんだよ。人を見る目がねえな。
See? That's why you're a newbie. You don't know shit about people.
デュークはどういう人間だ？くだらねえプライドのためにバカを見て感情も抑えられねえ。人との接し方も分かっちゃいねえ。先に溺れ、すぐ人を殴る。
What kind of person is Doyle? Vain, emotionally out of control, tongue-tied, short-tempered dickhead who everyone hates.
カンタの言った通りだ。畜生どもとばっか付き合って、俺も畜生になり下がった。どこに行っても腫れ物扱いされる。
Candle is right. Being around scoundrels for too long made me a scoundrel myself. No one respects me, nor do I deserve any respect. You're too hard on yourself. You should take on therapist, family member, friend, or anyone who loves you. You need counseling and support.
そういえばいたな、そういうやつ。文句の一つも言わねえで、俺を支えて一緒にいてくれた。俺がそれを壊した。
Well, I had someone like that. She was always by my side and gave me unconditional support, but I ruined everything with my own hands.
大声を出し、冷たい顔をして、彼女に八つ当たりした。結婚の時の誓いは嘘みたいだった。俺のせいで生活はめちゃくちゃになった。彼女が出て行った日も、ごめんの一言すら言えなかったんだ
I
よ。
yelled at her and neglected her.
俺は
All I did was, when I got home, was lose my temper. I broke the vows I gave at my wedding and made her life terrible. Even on the day she left, I couldn't muster a decent apology. Then find her and apologize to her.
その必要はねえよ。俺から離れた彼女が正しかった。今が一番いいんだ。
No need.
互いにとって。
She was right to leave. It's all for the best. Both for her and me. His gaze changed from despair to conviction, laced with suffocating stubbornness.
言い訳なんてしてもしょうがねえ。俺がやったことだ。認めざるを得ねえよ。俺にできることはただ一つ。名刑事として最後まで畜生どもに付き合ってやることさ。
People can't always make excuses for themselves. I screwed up, so I have to own up to it. I have to keep doing the only thing I'm good at, being a good inspector. Whether I find a scumbag, I'll fight them to the end.
かっこいいこと言ったとでも思ってんの？
Are you proud of that monologue?
ああ、先入った途端に嫁のことばっかブツブツブツブツ。勘弁してほしいな。みっともないわ。いい年した親父がガキみたいにうじうじしやがって。
He's the one. He's the one moaning on and on about his wife every time he drinks. So embarrassing. Aren't you too old to act like some lovesick teenager? I'm gonna rage.
大人の話にクソガキが口挟んでんじゃねえよ。とメッセージが来た。
Kids should shut up when adults are talking. Wait, hold on, I've got a message. Dale's phone lights up. He checks it purposely to change the subject, but the moment he sees the screen, he freezes and slams on the brakes. Everyone in the car yelps in shock. When the car comes to a full stop, you see him staring at the phone in shock. After making a few calls, his hands tremble, his face turns ashen. What happened?
彼女が無遊病者に襲撃された。一人で ICU に運ばれたらしい。連絡がつかない。
She was attacked by a sleepwalker. She just got into ICU. I can't get a hold of her. Go. There are still many things you can do. Don't have any regrets. Fuck! Cursing violently, he grabs the gun out and stuffs it into your hand. Then he rams open the car door and rushes out. This is the first time you see him so passionate.
お前ら先に行け。何かあったら呼べよ。すぐ駆けつける。いつでもな。
Then you guys go first. Call me if anything happens. I promise I'll be back. Call me anytime. Don't come back. We can handle it on our own. The flags down the taxi on the road and leaves. You wave him at him as you connect to a call from the 9th agency. Are you happy with the arrangement? Chief laughs. Yeah, I knew. The inspector's wife isn't actually hurt, is she? Of course not. We asked hospital to cooperate with us, then temporarily jammed the inspector's wife communications. Everything's played out like a soap opera. Fortunately, Inspector Doyle got so worried that he didn't notice any flaws. He won't be able to return in a short while time. But hope Doyle doesn't skin you alive when he finds out the truth. Thank you. In exchange, I have some special intel. In addition to the suppliers who have been rounded up, I have discovered ambrosia in another place, the Midsummer Night's Club, an entertainer trying to trick me into drinking it. She was employed by Quinn as well. The presidents also knew of my identity in advance. If you are interested, you can check up on her details. Of course. We're always interested in the intelligence about Quinn. It's a pleasure working with you. Hope we are both successful in our endeavors. Good luck to you too. They hang up. Speaking of which, the performance little trick was quite interesting. He turned to the tied waiter, swishing the ambrosia I got from Doyle. What are you going to do? I already brought you where you wanted to go, and I told you the place already. I'm just an ordinary guy. I have my life too, just like Doyle. I don't want to get involved with sinners. Just let me go too. But I still need some help from you. Selling ambrosia can either be a serious or petty crime. I can say a few good words on your behalf. You're the devil. You're not the first person to say that to him in this entire event, huh? In order to catch mess, Chief takes part in the Bureau's arrest operation in person for the first time, but the events take an unexpected turn. Let me guess, she's clunked out. October 3rd, 11:49 a.m. Border of districts 13, 14, to 15. Abandoned apartment. This is the first time you're participating in one of Bureau's arrest operations. The Bureau's arrest team is already on the scene.
うわ、初めて役人と手を組んだわ。ずっと追われてた側なのに、今回は追う側か。なんか裏切り者になった気分。
Wow, this is the first time I'm actually on the cop's side. I used to always get chased, but now I'm on the one chasing others. How come I feel like a snitch?
こうなったからには、あんた、管理局の制服を一式ちょうだいよ。着たことないからなんか新鮮じゃん。
Since we're doing this, Lev's ever, can you give me a bureau uniform? I haven't tried this out the style yet. It's pretty exciting.
ヘラ、気を引き締めて。私たちが逮捕隊と一緒に行動するのは初めて。それに、ニューシティでの行動には制限がある。相手も弱くない。
Hella, be serious. We lack experience walking with the arrest team, and we also face a lot of obstacles operating in this side. Our opponent is not weak. Since Nightingale stayed behind to look after the bureau, the captain of the city arrest team is in charge of the field. He comes over to report to you.
目標エリアの包囲が完了しました。しかし不老者が多く、ターゲットの詳細な位置は未だ把握できません。彼女は追跡対策をかなりしているようです。
We have completely surrounded the target area. There are many homeless people here, so we could not immediately pinpoint the target's precise location. She really excels at hiding her tracks.
局長、強行突破しますか？それともまだ情報収集しますか？
Chief, should we attack or try to collect more intelligence? According to those notes, Mess is an escape expert and a master at hiding. She might have set up an ambush or have accomplices. Fortunately, arrest team members, Ambrosia is also a threat. But you're also prepared. You're going to use familiar, flexible strategy that will neither tip her off nor waste this rare opportunity.
何見てんだよ。言われたことは全部やっただろ。まだ何かあるのか。
What are you looking at me for? I did everything you asked me to. What else do you want? I still need a little bit of help from you.
お前。
You?
いや
No! October 3rd, 7 p.m. Border of districts 13, 14, 15. Abandoned apartment. Mess finally returns, humming a little tune. She still has the big patched bear on her back, and her purple braids sway from side to side as she skips. She is shocked when she sees a waiter squatting alone on the side of the street waiting for her.
どうしてここに？教えてないのに。
How do you find me here? I never told you.
これは自力で来たんだよ。昨夜君が暴れた後、うちの店のメロウが全部サツに押収されちゃって。
I came here by myself.
ボスが次の納期まで待てない。
After your little scene last night, officials came in and confiscated all the brochures in our bar. The boss can't wait until the next delivery day.
だからさ、少し譲ってもらえないかな。今度新しいゲーム持ってくるから。
So, can you maybe sell us a bit of stock reserved for our other buyers? I'll get you new games next time.
いいよいいよ。私たち友達でしょ。ついてきて。
Sure, sure. Hey, that's what friends are for. Come with me. She suddenly puts on a smile, wraps around her waiter's neck, and leads him to the abandoned building. You and the sinners follow them quietly from a distance. After passing dust, gravel, broken furniture, and homeless people sprawled out on the ground, you finally arrive at the repair mezzanine.
他の人はいない。彼女一人の。
There's no one else here. It's her private base. You nod and brief the arrest team outside. They will act soon. Right now, everything is up in the water. Waiter.
座ってよ。緊張しないでって。お菓子持ってくるね。
Sid, don't be so nervous. I'll get you something nice to eat. Mess rummages through her messy wooden boxes, leaving all the waiter to visit by himself.
どうやってこの場所を知ったの？ここに引っ越したのはつい最近だよ。
How do you find me in
納
here?
品場所もずっと変えてた
I
し。
only moved in here a few days ago, and I've been changing the pickup spot.
ははーん。さては尾行した？
Would you follow me?
いやいや、
No,
実は
actually, I...
君もしかして私に気があるとか？
You don't love me, are you?
冗談固まらないでよ。ほらお水、お菓子もどうぞ。ゲームする？この前君がくれたゲーム本当に面白かったよ。
I'm just messing with you. Don't be so nervous. Here's some water to drink and something to eat. I wanna play a game? The game you gave me a while ago is really fun.
あのお兄さん、ちょっとかわいそうになってきた。
My, I'm starting to sympathize with that boy. She gives him cold water and cookies and stares him with mysterious eyes.
実はさっきね、今晩引っ越しすることに決めたんだ。ここも役人に目をつけられちゃったから。どこから情報が漏れたのかな。
Actually, I decided to move out tonight because the cops got their eyes on this place too.
ここ結構気に入ってたんだけどな。
I really don't know who snitched on me. I was just starting to like it here.
昨日は暴れすぎちゃってごめんね。君まで巻き込んじゃった。せめてものお詫びとして自由にくつろいでって。
I made too much of a commotion
ずっ
last
と
night.
私のアジトを見たいって言ってたじゃない。
Sorry letting you get it for getting you into trouble. As an apology, feel free to make yourself at home. Did you say you wanted to see my base?
ああ、そうだね。
Yeah.
いつもはあんなに饒舌なのに、女の子の家に入ったら喋るのもままならないなんて。何を緊張してるのかな。
You're usually quite the silver tongue talker, but now you're actually in the girl's home. You can't even string a sentence together. What are you so nervous about? She squats down in front of him and stares him into her eyes and caresses his head. The waiter instantly freezes.
私がコンビクトだと知っておじけづいた？それとも外にいる3人にいじめられた？
Are you scared because you found out I'm a sinner? Or is it because the 3 new friends outside bullied you?
それともあの人たちは君が連れてきた？
Or maybe you were the one who led them into here in the first place?
ああ、やだ、助けてくれ。コンビクトに殺されるの。
No! Help! I don't want to get killed by a sinner!
あのバカ！何自爆してんだよ！
What? Did he dispute everything just like that? As billows with laughter, she presses down the waiter's face, muffling his screams. She then turns her head and stops the incoming Hella.
こっちに来るな。お楽しみ中よ。邪魔しないで。
Do not come over! I just started to have some fun. Don't get in my way.
諦めて。その人に人質としての価値はない。私たちは気にしていないから。
Just give up. He has no value as a hostage. We don't care about him.
私が気にしてるの。彼は私の宝物なんだから。人質になんてするわけないでしょ。
I care about him. He's my baby. I never viewed him as a hostage. She walks behind him as she speaks, their hands still on her face, muffling his words. She rubs his frightened eyes playfully as if she's enjoying the whole situation.
私のことを友達と呼び、お金に困ったらブツが欲しいと泣きついて、今度は尾行までして私を裏切る。どうしてこんなことするのか。
You see that
当
my
ててみよ
friend?
うか。
He came to me pleading for a stock, yet in the end, you stalked me, betrayed me, and stabbed me in the back. Let me guess why you're here doing this.
私という仲介を蹴って、メロもお金も独り占めするつもりじゃない？
You want to get rid of me as the middleman and take all the ambrosia and cash for yourself, right?
君から奴らに持ちかけたの？ボコボコにされても、私さえ排除できれば勝ちだと思ってるんでしょ。
You went to them on your own, right? Even though they beat you up, it's worth it to get rid of me, right?
よくやったね。こういう悪いやつ大好き。頭も悪いし、ほんと最高。
Great job! I love villains like you. Yeah, evil yet dumb. You're really awesome.
君の悪意を全部ちょうだい。
Hand over your malice. A beam of powerful energy bursts from her palm. She pulls back her hand, extracting a massive dark substance from him. The waiter lets out a scream, then slumps onto the ground unconscious.
てめえ、殺したの？
Fuck! You killed him!
私は悪いやつじゃないから人殺しはしないよ。 し精神エネルギーをもらった
I'm not a villain. I don't kill people. I just look a little, take a little bit of spiritual energy from him.
心配いらないって悪意という資源は再生するんだから
Don't worry.
こういう悪いやつならすぐ回復
Malice is a renewable resource. Villains like him will recover quickly. She admires the twisted substance in her hands. She speaks as if she's explaining something, but also talking to herself.
知ってたよ君もいつか奴の手に落ちその悪意に染まり手駒になるって
I knew that one day you'd become its captive, get infected by its malice, and become its lackey.
私も頑張らないとね奴に立ち向かえるのは私だけだもん
I have to do my best. After all, I'm the only one who dares to face it,
私にしか
and the only one who can force a sword and can destroy it. As she speaks, she takes out the cast of sword and injects it with the black energy in her hand. The cast quickly turns red, melts and expands, and transforms into a long golden red sword.
武器の力が強くなったあのコンビクトの能力を
That weapon has become stronger. This in its powers.
悪念鍛造
Forging of Malice.
私は呪霊師メイス人の悪意を抽出し武器にする他人を傷つけようとする気持ちはこの剣の力となるのよ
I'm the spirit forger mess. I extract malice from people's hearts and forge weapons. The evil thoughts of hurting others will become the power of the sword. One swing, the sword shatters the wall, blocking the arrest team that had just arrived. They are no match for against this sinner. You have to try your best to divert masses' attention. Question mess. Is this why you spread ambrosia and collect black goo?
そうだね黒い泥も私にとって大事な原材料よ純度は高くないけど使えるものもある
Hmm.
なんせあれは
That makes sense.
コンビクトの力なしで排出できるから警報に引っかからないし
Yes, the black goo is precious raw material for me. Though its purity isn't high, there is always something usable. Plus, I don't need to activate my power and set off the alarm using ambrosia.
メロンを飲んだ人はいい夢を見られる私はその悪意を得て剣を作る安全で環境にも優しいしいいこと尽くしでしょ
Those who drink ambrosia get sweet dreams, and I get the malice I need to forge swords. It's safe, environmentally friendly, and it's a win-win for all. Isn't it wonderful? You just claim to be a reseller. And who's your supplier? Who gave you the ambrosia? Who made it? What's their goal?
野暮なこと聞くわねメロウはただの道具私は悪意が欲しいだけいい剣を打ちたいんだよ
You're so boring.
モンスターに勝つために
Ambrosia is just a tool. What I want is malice, so that I can forge a good sword to defeat that monster.
奴は強くなりつつある止めないと全人類が悪意に汚染されちゃうそうなればこの世界は終わる
He's getting stronger and stronger. If no one stops him, all the mankind will be contaminated by malice, and the whole world will be destroyed. He became vigilant. The spread of ambrosia, the new strain of mania, the stage seal in Mess's eyes. He recalled the ninth agency hints that the Marv case recounted by Doyle. Does all of this point to some great conspiracy? Who is he?
わからないの
Him?
ったことない
You don't know? You've never seen him. Mess looks at you and smiles. Countless possible answers flash through your mind, each one making you sweat.
君は奴を知ってるでしょみんな知ってるよ奴は全ての悪意の源人の心の汚染の始まり
You know who it is. We all know.
この世で一番
He's the
恐ろ
source
しい
of all malice, the
モン
culprit
ス
who
ター
defiles people's hearts, and the most terrifying monster in the world.
恐怖の大魔王
I mean, I guess there's a. My brain broke for a second. What? Give me what? I tried to connect the dots in my brain with the other things, But unfortunately, okay, the music stopped. Is it something real figure?
闇で鍛えた刃こそが闇を断つ
Okay,
魔法こそが魔法に打ち勝つ
okay. On your blade sharpened by the darkness can cut through darkness. Only sorcery can defeat sorcery.
悪意で誕生した聖剣こそ
Okay.
全ての源
I don't.
恐怖の大魔王を倒せる
Only with the sacred sword forged from Malice can defeat the source of all evil, the great red troll. Who's that? Does he have any other names?
それはもう数えきれないほ
Oh,
ど
господи.
ガル、サタン、暗黒破壊王
I'm not sure if she's messing with
誰
me
もが奴の存
or
在を
is
知
she
りな
just
がら
insane
その本当の名を呼ぶ勇気はない
or is she mentioning someone
合
else
理なばかりが増え
and
て
her delusion is. I think she's affected by ambrosia too. I think she's absolutely affected by ambrosia. Oh, he has many. Draco, Satan, Diablo. Everyone knows him, but no one dares to call him by his name. So people call him thousands of aliases.
その名前全部どっかで
These
聞い
things
た
all
ことあ
sound
るよ
familiar. So what does he look like?
それはねドラゴンなんだよおっきいドラゴン耳はこんなんで大きな尻尾がついてて火を吹く頭の数は3つだっけ1つだっけ
Yeah, she's affected by ambrosia. She is it's weird. Is she actually sleepwalking like without sleepwalking? Is what is happening here? Some people talk in their sleep, so is she like actually sleepwalking like in reality? Like dragon, a great big dragon with ears like this and a long tail. Oh, and he breathes fire. Let me see. Does he have 3 or heads or just 1?
あ思い出した EMP がやってたダサいゲームに出てきた間抜けなモンスターだ
Oh, I remember. It's the dumb monster from an old game EMP likes to play. Are you tricking me?
ふざけてるまさかこれは私が人生をかけてなすべきことなの君たちみたいな逃げ回るしか脳がない連中とは違う私は奴を倒せる
Yeah, she's affected by mania. Okay, I had a brain freeze for a moment. I mean, I guess it makes sense that she would be somehow affected by ambrosia if she's like the biggest supplier of it. No, it's what I dedicated. I'm tricking you. It's not. It's what I dedicated my life to. Like people like you who only know how to escape. I will forge a sacred sword strong enough to defeat it. I will destroy it with my own malice. It's on malice. But this amount of malice is enough. Not enough to defeat it. She looks at you with madness blazing in her eyes. You cut in hell immediately stand guard in front of you.
君もしかしてつまらないお人よしなのあれほどメロンを飲んだのに使えるものを一つも吐かなかった
Are
け
you
ど
just a boring nice guy? You drank so much ambrosia but didn't spit out anything useful.
でも君のそばにいる連中は違う彼女たちは私と同類でしょ
But those beside you are different. They are my kind.
君に何かしたら仲間たちは私に向かって悪意を芽生えさせてくれる
If I did something to you, will your companions produce malice towards me?
近づかないで
夢でも見てな
In your fucking dreams! Don't even think about coming close to him. Mask cackles with laughter. She cuts the shelf next to her with her blade, sending the bottles and jars of it crashing to the ground. Berserk black goo spill out from the broken containers. Ooh.
私の行くところすべて
自分でやるのも悪くないわね
Okay, let's do this. This. This.
開演の時が来たわ
Let's go! All right, we're fighting a mess. What a messy situation.
安らかな眠りをどうか安らかな眠りを
Oak casket just proceeded. Rat-tat-tat-tat-tat. Helen here they become instantly ensnared. Amidst the chaos, Mess disappears from your sight. When she appears, she grabs you by the collar and pushes you against the wall. Chief!
捕まえた二度目だよ
Cut out you for the second time. You really need to work out more.
私をどうするつもり殺す
What are you going to do to me? Are you going to kill me? No, I have a surprise for you. You take out the bottle of ambrosia that Dole gave you from the coat pocket and smash it to the ground. Blue mist spreads like flames, overwhelming both of you at the same time. That smell.
この匂いメロ
Ambrosia!
そのトリック知ってるよ。最近流行ってる強力発泡錠だ。一錠を水に入れて容器を密封してよく振る。開けると霧が吹き出してハッタリに使えるんだ。
I know the trick you're talking about. It's an effervescent tablet that's quite popular recently. Throw a tablet into the water, seal it, and shake it. Once you open it again, it will spray mist. Useful for startling people.
なんだよ。また俺に買わせるつもりか。
Wait a minute. Why? You're not thinking of making me go buy some, are you?
君やってくれたね
Tricked me from the very beginning. Just a gift in return for what you did a couple days ago. Mess loosens her grip on her neck in panic. She scrambles to cover her mouth and now longs, but it's too late.
バカねこんなことしても君は逃げられ
You did. By doing this, you can't run away either. You don't need to run away. You know what where you'll be going. Standing in the blue mist, you watch Mess collapse and close her eyes. Eerie music and distant roars echo in your ears. You recite the rules again. Shackles are rendered useless. The owner's subconscious creates everything. Break the happiness created by ambrosia to break the dream. You are ready to enter Mess's dream. All the questions it refuses to answer, all the crazy words that are true and false, you will find the answers to them in this dream that doesn't lie. This is the subconscious world. Here, she won't lie. But as you think this, the scene that gradually unfolds before you makes you unable to believe your eyes. A massive shadow obscures your view. It's so grotesque, so incongruous, that it seems to refute everything you know. It doesn't abide by laws of reason. Crumble. Destroy.
それはねドラゴンなんだよおっきいドラゴン耳はこんなんで、大きな尻尾がついてて火を吹く頭の数は3つだっけ
Like a dragon. A breakbeat dragon with ears like this and a long tail. Oh, a hybrid flyer. Let me see. Does he have 3 heads or just 1? Is this the dragon? The monster before you is... Destroy you! The giant dragon almost sits among his pixelated bloody mouth and tries to his best to repeat the 30-second performance. I'll destroy you!
あまり楽しそうに笑う
Okay. 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 What an interesting event. In a Mess's dream, Chief must act accordingly to the rules of the gaming world, almost fell into an endless loop. Legend of the Holy Sword. Yeah, she clearly was affected by the dream world. I'll destroy, huh? You swing your fist, but even though you don't expand much strength, this megabuff gets knocked into the air. It hits a pitch black gamble and falls to the ground. This paper-like dragon defiles all your fears. You finally remember where you've seen this striking style. The game from EPIII's second retro game console. It's not surprising for a mischievous fun seeker like Mess to have such a dream, but like Ruleka, she doesn't appear in her own dream. Mess, are you here? No response. Instead, the dragon climbs up again, blocking your way. You can't find a way to beat it completely. Destroy! At that moment, an angelic light shines through the darkness. A tall figure strides forward. A righteous voice fills the cartoonish cavern. Oh.
やめろガリュウダトルムの村人を傷つけるなこの勇者が相手になろう
Stop, Draco! Don't hold the villagers of Labatom. Your true enemy is the hero. So it's really Draco, villager? Is the voice talking about you? Is this jagged hero going to save you from the claws of a paper-like dragon lord? Oh, hero, are you holding the sacred sword? The hero draws the sword from his sheath. The dazzling light instantly blinds your eyes.
邪悪な魔王が蘇った闇をまき散らし
God damn it.
人の心を侵食する魔王が
Okay, yeah.
しかし正義は必ず勝つガリュウを倒す政権は我が手にあ
The
り
evil dreadlord has awakened. He's spreading darkness and corruption in hearts, but justice will triumph because the sacred sword that will defeat Drago is here.
これが最後の決戦だ政権よ共に魔王を倒し世界を救おう
This is the final battle. A sacred sword, stand by me to defeat the dead lord and save the world. Yeah. No. The weak but unbeatable dragon is finally defeated this time. His body begins to break up and as cartoonish music plays in the background, the cracks spread into the world, reaching you. The only thing that is not torn apart by the light is the sacred sword and the hero in the center of the light. Is this world going to be destroyed? Draco has been defeated. Level clear. Replay game? Yes. The game is about to restart. The evil dragon lord has awakened. He is spreading darkness and corrupting hearts, but justice will triumph because the sacred sword will defeat the hero. Draco is here. Tap anywhere to start the game. Before you use an inhabited village drawn in the same rough old style, you are still in Mess's dream in the beautiful world constructed by her subconscious. The streets are deserted and the village has only seen a few basic wooden signs. Though both Mess and Ruleka are mischievous kids, Mess's dream seems to so basic and empty compared to the lively, cheerful seacoast of Ruleka's dream. At that moment, a red headscarf sweeps into view, a tall figure strides forward, and a righteous voice fills the village streets.
ダトルム村に来て鍛冶屋様お探し伝説の聖剣で魔王が竜を倒すのさダトルム村に来て鍛冶屋様お探し伝説の聖剣で魔王が竜を倒すのさ
What the fuck is this mess? What the fuck is this mess? Mess. Ah, she's a mess. Literally. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. Go to Labaton village, find the blacksmith, clears the legend of the sacred sword, defeat the lead lord. Draco. Go to Labaton village, find the blacksmith, clear the legend of the sacred sword, defeat the dragon lord, Draco.
おや2周目には隠しキャラがいるんだね君は村長かい
Huh?
クエストガイドに
There's a hidden character in the second playthrough. Are you the village mayor? That's not mentioned in the mission manual. It's me. Oh, mighty hero, are you looking for the blacksmith?
そうともメインクエストだからね鍛冶屋様から聖剣を手に入れガリュウを倒すん
Yeah,
だ
it's the main story mission. I'm going to get the sacred sword from the blacksmith and defeat Draco. Do you know where blacksmith is?
もちろん鍛冶屋様はとっても可愛い女の子で懸命に武器を撃っているその力強い音は彼女の導きだとクエストガイドに書いてある
Yeah, the blacksmith is a super cute girl who works super hard to burn weapons. Loud and sonorous clangs will lead me to her. The mission manual said so. With that, he steps through the gate of the village. Sure enough, loud sonorous clangs of iron forging can be heard from the depths of the village, and smoke can be seen rising from the distant chimney. It seems that the main story mission is requirement is for a hero to enter the village. The character is in front of you with the word hero is above his head, is the main character of the game. He will push forward the development of this world. Then, oh mighty hero, the next blacksmith is not in the village. She's been chased by Draco and has fled to La forest. She asked me to deliver this message. Are you the famous hero? I need your help.
新しいクエストか？しかし、君の頭上にはびっくりマークがない。隠しミッションなのか？でも、メインクエストの報酬の方が。
Is this a new mission? You don't have an exclamation mark over your head. Could it be a hidden storyline? But the mission, mine story-wise, are more enticing. Could be the mission to get 1,800 type cubes.
任せてくれ。ラララの森の鍛冶屋様、助けに行くぞ。
Except, oh blacksmith of La forest, I'm coming to save you. The hero rushes away like the wind. You turn around across the deserted streets toward the smoke and sound of iron casting and enter the only open blacksmith forge. The clanging of iron forging are rhythmic and powerful. The flickering fire illuminates the various weapons hanging on the wall, as well as the half-meter clay dolls on the ground. The clay dolls look distorted. It's impossible to tell what kind of creatures they're supposed to be. Only the texture of the pitch-black clay feels familiar. Some kinds of strong emotion seems to be sealed within them. In the midst, you see Spot's super cute blacksmith as described by the hero. Her animation style is normal enough, but unlike the little prankster in the real world, this mess seems like quite a slacker. She lifts her head and peers at you lazily.
君、何周目の勇者？
Are you this playthrough's hero?
何かが足りないような。なんか素人って感じ。我流は強いよ。君大丈夫？
I feel like something's missing. Look, so unprofessional. Draco is quite strong. Are you sure you can handle him? I've defeated Draco 32 times with my bare hands.
嘘だね。我流を倒せるのは聖剣だけ。そんなの常識だよ。
Quit bragging.
君さ。
Only the sacred sword can defeat Draco. It's common sense. You don't even know that. You're really...
まあいいや。誰が勇者になろうと関係ない。どうせ我流を倒すのは私の聖剣なんだし。聖剣さえ持てば、君は私のただ一人の仲間。勇者だよ。
Never mind. It doesn't matter who's the hero. My sacred sword is what defeats Draco anyways. As long as you pick up the sacred sword, then you are the hero and my only companion.
ちょっと待ってて。今剣を撃つから。
Wait here. I'll cast the sword for you. She climbs the ladder and retrieves a glass bottle from the top shelf. The contents of the bottle shine radially. It's all too familiar. Ambrosia, covered by countless souls. This is...
剣の材料。聖剣に必要な材料は特別なの。
The raw materials for making the sword. The raw materials for making a sacred sword are even more special. As she picks up a clay doll and immerses it in ambrosia. Soon the clay doll starts making strange noises. Black substance oozes from its surface. You realize that it's the black goose spewed out by the sleepwalkers. Yet its appearance is only fleeting. The black quickly fades and turns into a beautiful golden fluid. Mess takes the flowing gold and begins hammering away.
ほら、できたよ。君は聖剣を手に入れた。
Here you go. You have the sacred sword now. Time to go fight the Dreadlord. I'll go to fight the Dreadlord once you tell me the source of ambrosia.
君は聖剣を手に入れた。大魔王を倒しておいで。
We have the sacred sword now. Time to go fight the Dreadlord. Your gaze freezes at this point, and your conversation enters into an endless loop. It seems that you can't get any new information without continuing the main story. You have no choice but to accept the golden sacred sword. Though you don't sense any power from it, you feel pulled in by some kind of force when you spot a row of light-colored triangular arrows on the ground. Follow the path prompt. Yeah, she's frozen in her state. You leave Mess Forge in the village and return to the cavern. The Dreadlord Draco's here. Having forgotten that you bit him 32 times, he slowly raises and props himself up with his huge wings. Draco, I'm back. Can we try to get along? If the Sacred Sword accidentally slays you, the level will be cleared immediately. I don't want to end this playthrough. Is there any other way to advance the story? I just want Mess to be able to say something else. Can you fool her by playing dead? Draco opens his huge pixelated body mouth and greets you with a warm reply. I'll destroy you! That sure is a warm reply, huh? Brother. Dreadlord Bogus. What a name. Oh wow. Wow. That was instant. Thank you. Oh, hero. So what are you holding? It's the sacred sword? No! No need to repeat your deathbed lines. I don't want to kill you. You stick the sacred sword on the ground in front of him, then down before the little dragon. This dream is far too hollow. This enclosed time and space, the flimsy little village, the ice-cold blacksmith forge, the programmed hero NPC, and the lonely spirit forger who makes swords day in and day out. There's no enhancing scenery, no heart-wrenching sentiment. Even the blacksmith in the dream is different from the havoc-seeking mess in real life.
私は呪霊師メイス人の悪意を抽出し武器にする
Yeah, she's already affected by
他人を
it.
傷つけようとする気持ちはこの剣の力とな
I'm
るの
Spirit
よ
Forger Mess. I extract malice from people's hearts to forge weapons. The evil thoughts of hurting others will become the power of the sword. The key to understanding this world already lies in everything before you. The core of this dream is the endless repeated storyline, and the eternal slaying of Draco by the sacred sword. You're not the hero. What do you want? I want to understand this world. To Mess, to the blacksmith, what are you? What is the sacred sword? Why does her dream look like this? Who's Mess? Who's the blacksmith? I don't care about them. Okay. What is happening over there? It's different. It's definitely a different thing. Chief thinks that he was able to solve it, but there's nothing here. I'm Draco, the ruler of darkness, the source of all evil. Everyone in this world fears me because I'm the most powerful. I am unbeatable. I shall destroy everything. Mess is the only real person in the world. Does Mess think of him as the most powerful, unbeatable in heart? But you're so weak. Even though the sacred sword, I can tip you over with one finger. Draco roars. That's because my true power has been stolen. No. He roars, and some of his words turn into gibberish that you're unable to understand. But before you get the chance to ask what is, Draco is already bellowing. It's as if his mouth is full of firecrackers. That was originally the source of all. I planted in people's hearts, and the became my strength. And that's the way it should be. Well, someone feared me for being powerful. So feared so in this world. So this world stole my power. I don't have any anymore, and all the in this world has been taken away.
奴は全ての悪意の源。人の心の汚染の始まり。この世で一番恐ろしいモンスター。
He is the source of all malice, the culprit who defeats people's hearts, and the most terrifying monster in the world. So does mean the malice in people's hearts? When you say you mean the in people's hearts? You realize that your words have been censored after they leave your mouth. This world expels all malice, or rather, ambrosia expels all malice. To create the perfect dream for Mess, it must expel everything that might upset her, which includes the concept of malice. That's why Drakas has lost his power, just like the sacred sword.
闇で鍛えた刃こそが闇を断つ。魔法こそが魔法に打ち勝つ。
Only blade sharpened by darkness can cut through darkness. Only sorcery can defeat sorcery.
悪意で誕生した聖剣こそ
Oh.
全ての源。恐怖の大魔王を倒せる。
You're in deep shit, Chief, because she is literally... the way to destroy the dream is to collect enough malice. And you can't collect malice because all the malice gets expelled from this world. Only with a sacred sword formed from malice can we defeat the source of all evil, the great Dragon Lord, Dread Lord. You stand up, pull up a shining golden sword and it's supposed to be invincible and save the world, and smash it hard onto the ground. Snap. The sword breaks and emits dazzling light, just like what happened to Draco the first time. It's not some great power, but just a big light bulb that the ambrosia conjured up to please Mess. Why? I'm here to seek the truth, to find out how to advance the storyline. Forging the sacred sword consumes ambrosia, while the sacred sword itself can be destroyed. If the blacksmith becomes unable to forge the sacred sword anymore, maybe the hidden mission will be activated, and the storyline will progress without clearing the level. You return to Mess Blacksmith Forge. Most everything is the same before. The deserted shop, the ugly clay dolls, but the ambrosia in the bottle looks a bit less than before.
君は聖剣を手に入れた。大魔王を倒しておいで。
You have the sacred sword now. It's time to go to fight the Dread Lord. She doesn't recite her set lines from the first encounter. In her eyes, the hero is in possession of the sacred sword, but you plan to change that. Oh, blacksmith, the sacred sword is broken.
君は聖剣を手に入れた。大魔王を。なんだって
You have the sacred sword now. You have time to fight the... What did you say? As if suddenly electrocuted, she jumps up and shakes you by the collar.
あれは私の心血。私の聖剣。魔王を倒す鍵。不滅の聖剣が壊れるわけないでしょ
The sacred sword is my flesh and blood. It was my key for defeating the Dread Lord. The sacred sword is invincible. How can it be broken?
このバカ勇者。役立た
What
ず
kind of useless hero are you? Maybe it was a glitch in the program. Without the sacred swords, I have no way to defeat Draco.
私のかわいそうな聖剣。キーアイテムがなきゃ進まないじゃん。もう一回作り直すよ。待ってて。
My poor sacred sword. I have to have the key item. I must forge another one for you. Wait here. She fletches the bottle of ambrosia from the top shelf again and repeats the steps. After some more toil, she comes with the second sacred sword.
ほら、できたよ。君は聖剣を手に入
Here
れ
you
た。
go. You have the sacred sword now. Time to go fight the Dread Lord. You smile and accept the sacred sword. After making sure the amount of ambrosia in the light glass bottle, you leave the forge and venture out of Mess' sight. Break the sacred sword. Snap! When you came back this time, she didn't even have the time to put away the ambrosia. All she can do is stare blankly at you. Oh, blacksmith, the sacred sword is broken.
私のかわいそうな聖剣。
My poor sacred sword.
さて。
Jesus Christ. This is funny. This is funny. The chief has finally spotted the loophole in the game world and finds something else hidden behind the curtains.
局長、どうぞお先に。私のかわいそうな
My
聖
poor sacred
剣。
sword. This is the 7th time that the mess has forged the sacred sword for you. Her programming seems to have gotten used to her cycle of ill-intentioned actions. Even her complaints and sobs are coming out calmly. The ambrosia in her bottle is also dwindling and will still bottom out. You sit plaintively next to her and watch her repeat the monitor's lapper. Only when she's forging can she escape from the pre-programmed lines and chat with you a bit. You really like forging swords, huh?
好きだよ。弱い人を私の武器で強くできるから。
Yeah, humans are weak, small and weak, but my weapons can make them strong and powerful.
弱い人に力を持たせて魔王を倒すの、すごく達成感あ
I
るよ。
feel very accomplished when I arm someone small and weak to defeat the great dragon Dreadlord. Why did you go yourself then?
私は勇者じゃないから。勇者は君でしょ。勇者こそが聖剣で我流を倒すもの。
Because I'm not a hero, you are. Only the hero can defeat Draco with the sacred sword. You recall the complaints of the power-deprived Dreadlord. But someone feared me for being powerful. She feared she stole my power. Without my all the in this world has been taken away. Okay. Do you fear Draco? Are you afraid to face him?
違う。恐れたことなんてない。絶対にない。私はただ自分のやり方で奴と戦うの。
Of course not. I'm definitely not afraid of him. I just want to find him in my own way. Yeah.
そうだよ。分かってるよ。自分で奴を倒さなきゃって。だから聖剣を打つことが。
Yes, I'm quite clear that I have to defeat him. Forging the sacred sword is my way of fighting.
あなたは勇者で、私はあなたのために剣を打つ。私の聖剣で我流に勝って、それは私の勝利でも
You're
あ
the
る
hero.
から。
I forged the sacred sword for you. When you defeat Draco with the sword I forged, the victory is also mine. Though my mess deserves a good beating in real life, she cannot lie in her subconscious world. At this moment, the young spirit forger seems sincere, determined, adorable even. I've met someone who's like a lot like you. She can extract dark substance from people's hearts and then turn into spiritual energy to strengthen her weapons. She says that only a blade sharpened by darkness can be cut through darkness. To defeat her Dreadlord, she even picked up an enemy's sword. Defeating the Dreadlord with the Dreadlord's power is crazy, right? But it looks like she's full of passion.
闇のつもり？私が仕事をしてる時もすごく情熱的
Are
だ
you
よ。
implicitly criticizing me? I'm full of passion when I'm working too.
いいよいいよ。君の剣を打つよ。勇者様も手を貸して。
Come, enough. I'm crafting the sword for you, hero. Come help. You didn't expect such an invitation from her. You freeze for a moment, then take the bottle of ambrosia from her hands with a smile. Like his black-mirror apprentice, you help her pull it over the clay doll. Then with a shudder of your hands, you spill the remaining ambrosia all over the floor.
ちょっとゆっくりやってってば。全部使えなんて言ってないじゃん。
Hey, I told you to pour it slowly. I didn't ask you to pour everything, you dumb hero. Smiling gleefully, you hold the enemy bottle upside down. What do we do? Ambrosia is all used up, but the sword hasn't been forged. Will someone come to replenish the supply?
いるけど。
Yeah, but... The sky swiftly becomes dark. With a creak, the door to the back room opens. A woman drawn in the same jagged style walks out, but you still recognize her instantly.
こんばんは、メイスちゃん。
Good evening, little mess. It's you. She turns around and walks towards you, but ignores you completely. She just gently stabilizes the glass bottle in your hand, as if you're just a table for putting things on.
出ておいで。マフ。
Come out, Marv. As if she calls out the name Marv, the woman summons an empty crystal bottle. She tips it gently towards the container in your hand, and is pouring as if pouring something invisible. She then squeezes hard, and a powerful force stimulates the bottle in her hand. You hear a strange blood-curdling scream coming from inside the bottle. At the same time, ambrosia gradually condenses in an empty bottle. Shining radiantly, it slowly flows out and fills the glass container in your hand.
いいわ。あなたのおかげで、今夜はよりたくさんの人が幸せな夢を見られる。幸せな笑顔でいっぱいになる。
There you go.
みんながあなたに感謝するわね、メイスちゃん。
Thank you. Many more will be blessed with sweet dreams, happiness, and smiles tonight. We all want to thank you, little miss.
あなたがメロンを飲んでくれる日を楽しみにしているわ。あなたも闇夜から抜け出して幸せな夢を見られ
I'll
ます
also look forward to the day you try ambrosia yourself. Hope you can escape the dark night and embrace a sweet dream. She bows to you gently like a curtain call. Blush smirk rises and the woman disappears. The sky clears up again.
ちょっと
Hey!
はあ、目の色変えちゃって。そんなにタイプだった？
Your eyes about to pop. Is he a type?
でも残念ながらあれは偽物。毎回同じモーションとセリフの繰り返し。操り人形みたいにね。
Too bad she's not real.
ゲームシステムのキャラと同じ。
She repeats the same set of lines every time she comes, like a puppet. She's just data, like all the other pre-programmed NPCs. She still remembers the concept of game programming. You know very well that the woman is a hallucination constructed by Mess's subconsciousness. She is also Mess's supplier, the maker of ambrosia, and someone who's involved with the Marv case. Doesn't seem like Mess likes her. The dream has given you more than enough intelligence. You must return to reality and take action.
ケン、できたよ。持ってみて、勇者様。君は聖剣を手
The
に
sword is ready. Here, take it. You have the sacred sword now.
ガリュウを
Time to
倒
go
して
fight
お
the
いで。
Driller Draco. Mess, I'm not your hero. My Draco isn't here, nor is this world the world I need to say. I need to go save my own world now. Mess's eyes widen.
何言ってるの？
What nonsense are you talking about? If you leave, who's gonna defeat Draco? No one. He's not your vicious dragon either. What? Come with me, Mess. I'll show you the truth about this world. Let's live together. Yeah. Yep. Definitely not a hero. Not the, She wants others to become heroes, but the only person who can respond to her is her solitary self.
私のリズムについてこい。
鍛冶屋様を拉致するなんて。話せ。ダルトムに帰る。ガリュウになんて会いたくない。
Ah, how can you tie up the blacksmith? Let go of me! I want to go back to Lanatom. I don't want to be Draco! After wrestling with Mess for some time, you finally tie her up and take her to the Draco's cavern on a wooden cart. It's funny, in the real world, she can easily knock you out to the ground, but she can't defeat you. Does she subconsciously view herself as someone weak before her fear of Draco? Still, when you force her to go to Draco, she doesn't regard you as an enemy and tries to expel you from the dream like Ruleka did. She doesn't seem to dislike you that much.
君は勇者なんかじゃない。大バカ野郎だ。
You're not a hero, you're just a big jerk! You're right. There's no hero. This is your dream. You always feared the Dragon Lord of Darkness. The dream creates a hero to face him on your behalf. Here, there is no sacred sword, nor there is Draco. You stop the car. Draco is right in front of you. It's been a few hours. Draco has forgotten the shame of being beaten by you again. He has regained the confidence of Great Dragon Lord. It's you again, and the blacksmith who made swords. I'll destroy you. Second sword. Where's the second sword? The second sword is in my hand.
勇者様、お願いだから早く倒して。聖剣を持った君
Am I the hero? Please slay him. The second sword in your head. You can do it. Smash the sacred sword in front of her.
私のかわいそうな聖剣。何してんだよ、バカ勇者。君と一緒に死ぬなんてやだ。
Ah, my poor second sword. What are you doing to do this stupid hero? I don't want to die with you. It's over. We're going to die. Defeat Draco with your bare hands. Help! Huh?
君、
He just... Huh? That's how weak he is. That's the 30th time I've defeated... The 33rd time I defeated Draco with my bare hands. And the 7th time I smashed the invincible sacred sword. Eh?
これが勇者。 れが勇者の
Is this what a hero is supposed to be like? Is this the hero's power? I'm not a hero. I'm much weaker than you in real life, but I can easily break the sacred sword and slay the Dragon Lord because they are even weaker than me. Is this really the weapon you've devoted your entire life to forging? Is he really the enemy you need to fight with all your strength?
これはおかしい。
That's
そんなはず
so
は
weird. It shouldn't be like this. This is just a spacious dream. You said like before that only a blade sharpened by darkness can cut through darkness. Likewise, only willpower seasoned by fear can become courage. But Ambrosia filters out all your darkness and fears, weaving a sweet dream that is just a facade. This is a fake sacred sword slaying a fake dragon. It takes away the meaning of your sword making. Do you forge swords just to play this kind of childish game?
違うに決まってるじゃない。私の倒したい敵がこんな弱いはず
No,
ない。
of course not. The enemy I need to defeat can't be this weak.
あれはこの世で一番恐ろしい悪鬼なのはそのものが邪悪なだけじゃない。周囲まで邪悪にするの。
He's the most terrifying monster in the world.
奴は悪意をまき散らす。
Not only is it evil, but it also makes those around it evil. It brings malice to everyone.
この世界はこんなに悪くなかった。人が人を傷つけるなんてありえない。
The world wasn't this messed up before.
奴のせい。
People shouldn't be hurting others. It's all his fault. Your words are starting to have the intended effect. Mess mumbles to herself with her head down. At the same time, the ground, the pillars, and even Draco's body start to show cracks. The world created by Ambrosia is collapsing. But unlike the Relica's dream, terrifying black smoke pours out from Draco's body as the black gem collapses. In this half-conscious, half-dreaming state, the shocking black goo is remodeling its body.
武器を一番いい武器を奴らを消し去ってやる
I want these weapons, the best weapons. I want them to disappear. Kill him, torture him, make him disappear. Come, give me weapons, help me. This is Malice. Is this the darkness in Mess's heart that's been this is Malice. Is this the darkness in Mess's heart that had been kept out of the dream? My strength is coming back to me. My malice is back.
そうよ。こうあるべきよ。この世界があんなにシンプルなわけない。誰もが他人を傷つけたがってる。誰もが悪意に侵食される。
Yes, this is more like it.
これが私の見た
The
世界。
world isn't that innocent. Everyone wants to hurt others. Everyone has been corrupted by malice. This is the world I know. Mess, step back! He tried to pull Mess behind you, but she shakes off your hand and steps forward.
私のそばには誰もいない。私の勇者になってくれる人なんて誰もいない。本当の私はいつだって一人。
There's no one by my side. No one is going to be my hero. The real me has always been alone, fighting against Draco's malice by myself. Mess, come back! Becomes my malice or perish. Your...
私って最高
I'm really incredible! Before Draco finishes roaring, the girl lets out a hysterical laugh. Her eyes are bright and her spirit is burning as if she has been given new life. She smacks Draco's forehead and slams into the ground.
これこそ私が切るべきもの。私が求める悪意。
This is what I want to slay. This is the malice I want. Lighting the light emits from her palm, Mess extracts the humage of dark substance from between Draco's brows, forming a pitch black sword.
この世界に勇者がいないなら、私が私の勇者になる。私は私の聖剣を撃つの
There
よ。
is no heroes in this world. I am my own hero. I forged my own sacred sword.
お前の悪意で、お前に打ち勝つ。
I'm going to defeat you with your own malice. Good job, Mess. I like Mess. I cannot speak for a moment. I enjoy the presence of these people considerably more now.
終わるまでうるさい静かにしたまえうるさい静かにしここで咲かせるわどうか安らかな眠りを
君たちの悪意
Good job! Oh, yeah, we have Mess. I just did not.
メロウなんてガラクタこの苦しみこの痛みこれだよこれ
What kind of trash ambrosia is ambrosia? This is more like it. This is the hardship I pay what I want.
これで勝った方が気持ちいい
This is what makes victory sweet. She laughs gleefully. The sacred swords in her hand shatters along with the dream dissolving into dark smoke. From the smoke you hear a strange sound. And you cried. You didn't cry? Shut your mouth!
この役立たずゴミお前なんて産むんじゃなかった
Useless, good for nothing imbecile. You shouldn't have been born.
どうしたの固まっちゃって私の真の実力に驚いた
What's wrong with you? Why do you look so stunned? Are you shocked by my true strength?
この悪意悪くないねこれ使って戦う私もかっこよかった
Isn't this kind of Malice awesome? Doesn't it look dashing when fighting against with it?
偽の魔王でも気晴らしには十分ねえねえお祝いに写真撮っとこうよ
Even though it's fake Drag Lord, it feels satisfying enough. Come, let's celebrate. Let's take a selfie together. The white whispers from the smoke still pester her, but the girl flashes you a wide, autumn bright smile. Intrigued by the darkness, she coexists with the filth as if it's nothing. Maybe she just wants to keep walking into the abyss alone after all this all is over. Yes, come with me after you wake up.
あ
Huh?
何急に慣れ慣れしくしてこないでさっきまで自分の目的のために私のこと騙して
Why so cheesy all of a
いじめ
sudden?
てひどいこと言ってたじゃん
Did you just lie to me, bully me, attack me for your own
忘れてないよ
motives?
夢の
I
中
still remember how much you
随分
tricked me in the
コケにしてく
dream.
れたよね
I'm not that bad. I like the swords you forge, and I like your courage. Come with me, little hero. Let's fight the Red Dragon Lord Dreadlord together.
ふんわざといじめてたわけじゃないのね君の悪い心を掘り当ててやろうと思ったのに結局ただのお人よしかがっかり
You didn't million on purpose. I thought you were a full wolf in sheep's clothing. I wanted to uncover your evil intentions, but you turned out to be a goody two-shoes. How disappointing. Sorry, I'm just a goody two-shoes. She makes an exaggerated vomiting expression, but thinks for a moment and giggles.
ふえま君との夢は楽しかったよお人よしでも君は面白いお人よしみたいだね
I like to dream with you. Even though you're goody two-shoes, you're the most fun goody two-shoes. Let's go. The dream is over. Back to our world. You stretch out your hand to Mess, who's surrounded by the blacksmith. She smiles and walks towards you. Then she suddenly stumbles. You are... Radiant transparent liquid seeps out from the cracks in the space, quickly soaking in and ensnaring Mess's body. It's ambrosia? And covers Mess's mouth from behind. A figure walks out from behind Mess, who passes out before getting a chance to struggle. Mess! After the dream has shattered, you regain the power of the shackles. Your shackles shoot out towards the two, but instantly get dispelled after touching the ambrosia. The figure becomes clearer, grasping the unconscious Mess from behind. To your shock, it's that soulless hallucination.
私の友達は苦労してここまで来て自身の夢にたどり着いたのよだから邪魔しないでもらえるかしら
It wasn't easy for my friend to get here and find her sweet dreams. Could you please leave us alone? This dream is already ended. Why are you still...
こんばんは私は彼女が夢を作るのを手助けしたものそして彼女に幸せを与え
Good evening, my dear. I'm the one who helped to create her dream. I'm the one who gave her happiness. That's not what she wants! Mess doesn't need false dreams. Her courage and strength lie in real world. She yearns to face reality.
彼女の現実なんて知らないくせにどうして言い切れるの？
How much of her reality do you know to make a decision for her?
夢なき人。あなたは甘い夢を味わったことがないのに、どうして他人も夢を望んでいないと言えるの？
Oh,
あなたの手
dreamless
に
one.
現実しかないからって。誰もが現実を欲しがると断言するなんて。
You never tasted a sweet dream, so you assume that no one else wants it either. You only have reality in your grasp, so you assert that everyone needs reality.
傲慢で残酷な人ね。
You truly are arrogant and cruel. The ground beneath you feels suddenly splinters and a huge force expels you from this world.
帰れ。ここにいたくないなら二度と来るな。みんなが作り上げた夢を壊さないで。
Go back. If you don't want to stay, then never come back. Don't ruin these beautiful dreams I created for them.
心配しないで。
Yeah, okay, so she's the creator of Ambrosia. I figured. This Marv character is clearly the one who basically initiated the whole process. Interesting. Oh, wait, oops. Whoopsies. Okay, I will stop the recording here, and then we'll return back to finish the investigation, and then continue the next part. It's already half an hour and a half. I don't want to stretch it even more.